Rivett here from All Guitar Network. There's nothing like seeing a beautiful old case, and this is exactly that. This is a beautiful old case from the 60s, and this case and its contents are going to go on a bit of a journey which we're going to follow. I live on the island of Kauai. The guitar that's in this case has been sitting in here since Hurricane Aniki, which was September 1992. So without further ado, what is it? Here we go. It's a beautiful old, I'd say early to mid 60s Gretsch Jet Firebird. Now, I'm not a Gretsch guy, so I would appreciate any comments and information on this guitar I can get. I couldn't resist snapping this up at this online auction here on Kauai. We're now going to take this guitar on a journey. Next step from here, it's going to go to Norman's Rare Guitars in Los Angeles, to the amazing John Tucci, to look at the electrics, and I'll explain that a bit later. Let's get it out of the case and have a closer look. So how do I know it's early to mid 60s? Well, originally these were a single cutaway and they went to the double cutaway in 1962. They also then went to the Filtertron pickups, which this has. The other giveaway is the Burns whammy bar. There's a patent number, and it must have been made for Gretsch because it has a little Gretsch logo on the actual handle here on the whammy bar. One of the first things we want to do when we get a vintage guitar or an old guitar like this is find the serial number and try and work out what date it is. And this can be confusing with any guitars. Gibsons, Fenders, serial numbers are weird. With this guitar, and not knowing much about Gretsch's, I didn't even know where to start. I couldn't find a serial number anywhere. But then someone said they're on these little plates that cover the back of the guitar, and they're just scratched in by someone. Looks like they've been scratched in by someone in the workshop with a knife. And sure enough, I opened up the case, and what did I find but these little guys. So this is the cover that went on here, and it's as you can see, it's broken, but hopefully we can repair this because this is the original cover, and this is how they were done at the factory. If you hold it in the light the right way, you can more or less see the number. What I'm going to do is go and try and date this using this little cover. It's just amazing that after nearly 60 years or 50 something years of this guitar that someone would have kept this even though it's broken. And it's extremely, extremely fragile. So I'm going to put that back in the case. Now this guitar's seen some, you can tell it's lived in the tropics. The copper is oxidized in the brass or whatever has happened. All these knobs are green. The little switches are not in great shape. And here on the back, you can see here, these have really suffered. I'm sure there's no saving these. I've actually shown some photos to John Tucci at Norm's, and he said, look, I've seen worse, which is rather encouraging. But like I say, the guitar seems to be, one, in great original shape. I'm not obviously going to refinish it or do anything. The bindings suffered a bit, but in fact a little bit just came off in my fingers. Maybe we'll replace the binding. I'm not sure. I'm going to get some advice on that. The case is actually in incredible condition, so that's a bonus. I'm not going to tell you at the moment how much I paid for it. What I'm going to do is go through this process. I think I paid a fair price for it, and it'll be interesting to see, with shipping it back to the mainland and all the work I'm about to have done on it, what the guitar will be valued at when it's ready to go. So this is part one. Part two will be the guitar arriving at Norman's Rare Guitars in Los Angeles and into the hands of the fabulous John Tucci for an electrical overhaul, and then a bit of a body and setup overhaul, and we'll see where we go from there.